And this is Cindy Cry the Heart, and I'm finally back with a little bit of a recap of the Weekender event from Spellbinders. I finally was able to kind of work on it a little bit, been really busy, and I just like jammed my foot like really bad. I thought for a second that I broke my toe. I don't think I broke it. I just think I jammed it really badly. Like our bed, it's like a platform bed, and underneath it has just what it sits on, which is like a metal pole, but they're small. And it's like the one that's closest to my side of the bed is pretty close to the end of the bed because I'm pretty short. And I was rushing to go to the bathroom, and it's like you kind of have to make a sharp turn to go into the bathroom. And so I just hit that pole like I was kicking a goal for soccer. I think my teeth rattled. It hurt so bad. And so I'm limping around. I'm really hoping I don't have to go in to get x-rays. I'm just hoping that it gets better because it's just one toe that hurts. It's like I just hit that one freaking toe. Anyway, so I've been limping around, and it just happened yesterday. So I've been limping around the whole day. And I've been knitting and just cleaning things out, and I really need to spend some time crafting because I need it. But let's get into it. So the Weekender, it's a 2-day event that Spellbinders puts on, and it's themed. Last year's theme, I believe, was a Mediterranean theme, which was amazing because I went on a Mediterranean trip last year, and so I'm finally getting around to making a scrapbook, and I haven't even started. I shouldn't say that. I ordered my pictures, and I did find a bunch of the dies from last year's event and some other dies that I think might work, and I'm just going to go ahead. Been working on die cutting all of those out just to kind of have some stuff ready, and then next week I'm going to start doing some layouts. I hope to do a layout a day. I don't think it's going to be a huge book because I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we'll see. I want to do 2 layouts for each one because I'm going to be making a book for my sister as well, but I'm just not going to be putting the pictures in. So it's just the layout part. So once I do one layout, the second one's easy to do, but it takes time. I have tons and tons of 12 by 12 paper, so it'll be a chance for me to use up some of the stuff I have laying around that I'd like to have more space for other things. So anyway, let's get into the Weekender. So it's a 2-day event. You get a bunch of stuff. I'm going to go over really quickly what we got. And so we did get a stencil, which I do wish we had used the stencil more in class. We did get a 3D embossing folder. This is called Tropicana Texture. So it's basically 2 in 1. So if you would take a 8.5 by 5.5 piece of paper, run it through, you would basically get 2 different card fronts. So you would get one with a frame and then one that just kind of has this, like, whatever that is, texture. And then, so this is the Tiki Toucan, which is a really cute die. I somehow, somewhere, in some way, lost this. You know what? I was die cutting it, and it bounced up and it landed, but I didn't see where it landed. So it is somewhere on the floor of my craft room, and I will find it. I have a little magnet finder thing, so I might use that to try to find it, but can't find it. So I had to substitute, and the thing is I probably have something like that in my stash, but I didn't feel like looking for it for a couple of the things, but it was fine. No worries. And then this one, which is called Bird of Paradise, which I seriously sucked at putting together. I need more practice at it. I totally sucked. One of the cards I just chucked in the trash because it was terrible. And the card was it was just whatever. So I prefer using these as an accent for other things versus just being the card, is what I discovered. So I'll show you the card that I did make with it. The Jungle Cat, which I think is pretty cute. And I think what's really nice about these products is if you happen to have any of their other sort of tropical products, they did a flamingo with their club, and they also did some kind of a bird of some kind. I have them, and they work really well with this collection. And then this one right here, which I had struggled to cut this. This one was not cutting out really well for me. And then we got this guy here. And then we have these items that oh yeah, it was the last one. This is the rainforest die, which is a commitment, but I liked it. And then we have these rub-ons. And so I debate, like, I think some of these rub-ons I'm going to keep because I still need to do my Hawaii trip I took like 3 years ago. 3 years ago? Anyway. So I do have some things that I would like to use though. And then all of these ephemera pieces that I need to kind of use up too. And so let's get into it. I do want to use up some of this stuff. So there might be a part 2. We'll see. Okay. All right. So we did get the Weekender Goes Wild book. And I'm just going to go not in the order of the class, but in the order of the book. So I can kind of show you what the card was supposed to look like and then what mine looks like. So this card is a kind of a dimensional 3D style card. And I went ahead and I just put it on a card base. That was not part of the class, but I put it on a card base because oh, the last thing I forgot to mention that we also got in this kit. We got this stamp set and die, which I had out because I'm using it still. Anyway, so I did a pretty decent job. I struggled with the rocks, and I don't know that I cut things out correctly, and that's why I struggled with it. So I just kind of, I don't know, just did whatever. And then I just hit it with a lot of splatter to kind of cover up any sort of mistakes, and that kind of worked. This one, though, I did very similar to JC's card. Okay, so that was that one. And then this is the Birds of Paradise card that JC did. But again, I just felt like, I don't know, it just looked kind of messy to me. The ends of the giant leaves just looked kind of messy. And so anyway, I used my little tropical girl. She was from the June Lala Crafts kit. And so I just went ahead and colored her and put her on there, and I love the card now. I think it really works. So I basically did the same card, or very similar to JC's, but I added the Marcy. Okay, so this one right here, I did not use the Birds of Paradise for this card. I think one of the things I will say about this particular event, I mean, obviously it's Spellbinders, it's going to be a die cut event, but I felt like we got a lot of greenery and all the cards use a ton of it, and from all the different pieces from all the different dies that we got, sets we got. And so not only did we get sets that were strictly greenery, we also got greenery in almost every single one of the other sets. So it was a lot of greenery and plantery and whatnot. And it was bordering on too much. And so it was a bazillion die cuts. They were a struggle to cut, a struggle to keep together, lots of little pieces. And it was a little bit much. I think I would have enjoyed one less greenery set and gotten another animal or something like that, or another, like a tiki hut, or like a jungle car or something else, I think, or maybe a tree, maybe like one of those big Sahara trees that you see. I might even have one of those somewhere in my collection. I think that might have been better. I do think it was too much. It got very overwhelming because I'm glad that I went ahead and I sat down and I pretty much die cut everything first and then went and did the class, but it took me like 4 days to cut and then to sit through the classes. Obviously I didn't sit through them all day, but it was a lot, and more so than the Mediterranean one. Anyway, that's my take on it. And so as far as backgrounds go, I basically used what I had. I used the paper that was left. That was another, I don't want to say complaint, but they gave us quite a bit of paper, and like there was a couple sheets that we didn't use at all or hardly used at all. And then there were other sheets because of how much greenery there was and how many backgrounds we were using for the greens that there wasn't enough of that paper, which is fine. I have paper, but I think it would have been nice to have given us a selection of papers and have the designers use the paper that they give us. That way, um, if you're wanting to match or you're wanting to color coordinate, you could do that. But I just think it would have been easier on us with the die cutting to have those parameters because I was kind of digging around, and you can see that I'm not using the same green at all, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. And so I simplified this card a lot. As you can see, I didn't use the branch. I didn't use the Bird's Paradise or this. I basically used the leftover greenery that I had cut out for other projects for this, and the whatever these are, look like poppies to me, but whatever these flowers are is what I used for it. And it ended up being fine. So the other thing we got is we got some gems. I forgot to mention that as well. Okay, and then this is the other card that we made. This one was with Kim Kessie, and again, like I totally messed up my rocks. I did not know how to cut and make sure everything matched up properly, but it worked anyway. And this card worked out very similar to her card. Mine's a little tiny bit different because I didn't cut out some of these pieces from the other, other collections. It got to be a lot. It really, really did. But it's similar. I think I used a different pink paper, and that's okay. But this one came out very similar, and I appreciated the different look with this because she used the cloud dye to kind of make this sunrise, and so I liked that. There's a lot of things I think you can do with this waterfall dye. It's really very pretty. It is a lot of work to put together, and so this one I did very similar. It has a very similar feel to the original. This one I did very similar. I think in a lot of ways. What was fun is that we used the black gems for the eyes. I didn't do any extra inking. She did some inking, but I really didn't. I just used the blue paper that I had in my stash, and that worked really well. And everything was very similar in this card, but I just kind of made do with what I had. I didn't prop up my blue. I propped up my cat. And I propped up my flowers, but this one is similar, just a different shade of blue. I had a very dark navy is what I used. That's the card. And then this one, I did not do the element. There's a pull-out element to this card. I did not do that with this one. And I really kind of went rogue on my ink blending, yet because she used Hero Arts colors, which I didn't have. I just kind of used Paintbrush Studio and various colors I had because they were just handy. And mine still blended very similar to hers, which I think is pretty cool because I just kind of randomly picked colors that kind of looked close to what she was doing. And so they ended up blending very similar once I ran it through my the 3D embossing folder through it. And I did different things with my chameleon, as you can see, just a little bit. Like I didn't do any shading. I just went ahead and colored it or cut it out of the blue. And so it's just a little different, but it has a real similar feel to hers. And I just didn't do the pull-out element. Okay. And then moving on to this card right here. So this one, I did not do this. So this was so much more cutting than I was already done with cutting by the time I got here. I was like, oh my God, no more cutting. So what I did was I just ran it through the embossing folder, And I did not do any of this. This is just making your own background using the greenery elements. And I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. This one right here, since I had lost my whatever leaf that is, the bigger one, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I just used one of the ephemera pieces here, you know. Otherwise, it's similar. There's like a similar feel to this card to the one that was made there, only I just left out some of the stuff that was just driving me crazy. Okay, and then this one right here. So I had just taken a sheet of green paper and just ran it through that folder. So one half I used for one card, and then one half I ended up using for this card. So the half that I used was not the same half that she used. But that's okay. I did the same technique, which is the blackout technique. So basically you use a debossed image and you rub black ink on it. And because the debossed image is raised, it kind of creates this sort of look to the card. And I think it's fine. But there's a similar feel. I didn't use the same color flowers, and obviously I don't have those, and I didn't do any inking. I was like, oh, hell no. But I ended up just kind of using the leftover greenery that I had cut out, because I had cut out like multiples of some things. And so that's what I did instead. And I think I threw a little bit of gold splatter, just a little bit on there, since I didn't do the same 3D embossing folder. And so it has a very similar feel, but it's definitely different. And that was just for my own peace of mind of how I decided to do the card. And in some of them you can see I did different sentiments. Okay, and then the last one was one that we did use that stencil, which I think the stencil is really cool. It's hard to piece what is going to be with what colors, because all these are in different, all of these pieces end up like, it's 5 stencils, and each stencil is like a different quadrant of this background. So it's kind of hard to figure out what colors are going to end up, where they're going to end up, you know. But so I screwed up the first one. I had to do a second one, and I think my colors are a little muted. Also, I did not ink on colored cardstock. I inked on white because I didn't feel like finding a light blue cardstock. So I just inked on white. So it's definitely got a different look. It looks like he's an aquarium. It was what it looks like to me. And I use a gem for his eye, which I don't think you can see as well on the camera. And I did not white emboss. I just stamped with black because I also, since I didn't use that blue paper. Okay, so that's all the cards that we, you know, in theory made in the class, and kind of what I thought about it. And like I said, I think that Spellbinders puts on like a very nice retreat, but it was a lot of greenery. It was a lot of cutting out that maybe was not completely necessary. So it was a lot, and a little overwhelming. I felt like it was a little overwhelming. I do appreciate the other items we got in our kit. However, I wish that we had utilized them in the class, or maybe had like a little video that utilized all of those other additional products like the ephemera and the rub-ons in a class. Or we didn't get those and we got something like another die or something that's more usable, because now I gotta figure out like, what am I gonna do with this? And so that, I think, would have been nice. I mean, it's kind of nice. Okay, this is a free gift, but I just kind of want to know how I'm supposed to, how it's going to be used. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Sandy Cream with the Heart.